Imagine this. It's 2:13 a.m. above the Pacific Ocean. The sky is pitch black. The ocean below is silent. And then, out of nowhere, something glides across the stars, not roaring, not flashing, but moving like a shadow with wings. No radar detects it. No satellite tracks it. No enemy knows it's there. This is America's B-2 Spirit, the most mysterious, expensive, and deadly stealth bomber ever created. Tonight, we reveal its origin, its secrets, its missions, and the newest updates of 2025 that keep this 35-year-old aircraft still dominating the skies. Welcome to the untold story of the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. The story begins during the Cold War. In the 1980s, tensions between the U.S. and the Soviet Union were rising fast. Nuclear missiles, spy satellites, and long-range bombers were on high alert. America feared one thing: Soviet radar systems were becoming too powerful. If nuclear war ever began, traditional bombers like the B-52 would be detected and destroyed before reaching their targets. The U.S. needed something new, something not just fast, not just powerful, but invisible. So in 1979, a top-secret project codenamed Senior Ice began. Two companies entered the competition: Lockheed Martin, creators of the F-117 Nighthawk Northrop Grumman, a rising star with radical ideas. Northrop proposed something insane for its time: a flying wing aircraft, no tail, no vertical stabilizers, no large surfaces for radar to detect. The military called it impossible. Physics called it unstable. Radar scientists called it a nightmare, but Northrop said, "Let us build a ghost." They won the contract and thus began one of the most secretive aerospace programs in U.S. history. From day one, the B-2 was designed like a shadow: smooth curves, no sharp edges, radar-absorbing materials, internal weapons bays, hidden engine exhausts, temperature-cooled surfaces. Every inch was meant to say one thing: I do not exist. The design was so advanced that most engineers could only work on small parts, never the full aircraft. Only a handful of people knew the entire blueprint. The cost exploded. First, $500 million each, then $900 million each, and finally, over $2.1 billion per aircraft, making the B-2 the most expensive aircraft in human history. Congress ordered 132 aircraft initially, then 75, then 50. Finally, only 21 were built. The Spirit had become too powerful and too costly. On July 17, 1989, at Edwards Air Force Base, the world changed. For the first time, a gigantic black triangle silently lifted off the runway. No one outside the program had ever imagined such a shape could fly, yet it climbed effortlessly. Pilots described it as flying with the grace of a feather, the stability of a dream. It wasn't fast like a fighter jet. It wasn't loud like a bomber, but it was untouchable. The B-2's first combat test came in 1999 during the Kosovo War. At midnight, two B-2 bombers took off from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, flew for 31 hours nonstop, struck Serbian targets with absolute precision, and flew back another 31 hours, a 62-hour round trip without landing. Nothing like this had been done before. Since then, the B-2 has shaped global warfare. 2001, Afghanistan. Destroyed Taliban command centers 2003. Iraq. Dropped GPS-guided JDAM bombs with perfect accuracy 2011. Libya. Crippled air defense systems in the first hours of the war. 2017. ISIS strike. A single B-2 destroyed an entire training camp. Every time, The pattern was the same. The enemy never saw it coming. They only saw the explosion. Let's dive into the full specifications. Stealth, radar signature. As small as a bird, uses radar-absorbing paint and materials, engine exhaust, cooled to reduce infrared visibility, no external weapons, blends with night sky, performance range, 11,000 kilometers without refueling, with refueling, global reach, ceiling, 50,000 feet, max speed, high subsonic, Mach 0.95, crew, 2 pilots, weaponry. The B-2 can carry 16 nuclear bombs, B-61 or B-83, 80 JDAM smart bombs, massive ordnance penetrators, 30,000-pound bunker buster, stealth standoff missiles, future upgrades. In simple words, it can destroy anything, from underground bunkers to air bases without being detected. Despite its perfection, the B-2 had tragedies. 2008, Guam crashed a B-2 Spirit crash due to a sensor malfunction, ruining airflow data. It was the first and only loss of a B-2 aircraft. The incident forced the Air Force to upgrade flight control software, moisture protection, redundant sensors. Every B-2 became even safer and more advanced after this. The B-2 fleet is old, but in 2025, the U.S. is giving it a massive upgrade to keep it relevant for the next 20 years. 1. New radar. AN/A, PQ-181A, fully modern AESA system that makes the aircraft harder to detect and more aware of threats. 2. Improve stealth coatings. New materials reduce maintenance time and improve radar absorption. 3. Nuclear modernization compatibility with B-6112, guided nuclear bomb long-range standoff missile, LRSO, coming soon. 4. Defensive management system modernization, DMSM. This is huge. The B-2 can now detect enemy radars earlier and change routes automatically. 5. Communications upgrade secure satellite network, allowing it to operate in GPS-denied or jammed environments. 6. AI-assisted mission planning, 2025 trials. The Air Force is secretly testing AI-based optimization for long missions. A new bomber, the B-21 Raider, is now in testing. Many think the B-20 will retire soon, but here's the truth. The U.S. Air Force says the B-20 will continue flying until at least 2040. The B-21 will not replace the Spirit immediately. Both aircraft will fly together for years. The B-2 remains the heaviest, most powerful stealth bomber on Earth. After decades of service, the B-2 remains unmatched, not by Russia's PAKDA, not by China's H-20, not by any known aircraft. Why? Because the B-2 isn't just stealth, it is strategy, it is fear, it is psychological warfare, it is the ability to strike anywhere on Earth without warning. Only America has it, only 20 exist, and no enemy can stop it. A dark sky, a silent wing, a shadow passing overhead, unseen, unheard. Somewhere in the world, an enemy sleeps, unaware that above them the B-2 Spirit is gliding through the wind, watching, waiting, ready. This is not just an aircraft. It is a message written in the sky. If peace fails, the Spirit will wake.